So in the last session, we have seen how the reflection works. So using reflection, we can introspect the given class. That means what are the constructors available with the given class? Similarly, what are the methods available? What are the members available in that? What are the fields available in that? We can find with the help of this reflection. So this we have done in the last session. Okay, we have taken cube, we have taken square, and from that we were trying to find here all the information related to that class. Metadata we could find with the help of this particular reflection. So all these are actually the methods. Okay, these are the classes, member info class. Similarly, we have here parameters, you can find parameters. Okay, similarly, we have here method info class. We have field info class, we have constructor info class. So we are finding all that with the help of this particular type class. We are getting the type of the cube class here. Then after that, we find here all the information, metadata we call it, related to the given cube class. The same we can use with any other class. So this feature is called as introspection. We call this as actually introspection. With the help of that, we could do. So here we have a reflection package or reflection namespace. In that, all these are defined. Type is defined, member info is defined. Similarly, constructor info is defined, field info is defined. Okay, method info is defined. All you can find them in the reflection namespace. Okay. So we have seen so far about the object-oriented concepts. Similarly, we have seen something related to file IO, how to create a file, how to read a file. Okay, we have seen them, how to get the directories information, how to get the drive information, how to get the file information. We have seen all of them. Similarly, we work with arrays. Okay, one-dimensional array, two-dimensional arrays. Similarly, we have seen variable length arrays. That means the first dimension number of rows, they are from row to row, what happens? Number of columns can change. That is called as, that's basically called as variable length arrays. All the rows may not contain equal number of columns. One row may contain 10 columns, the other row may contain 2 columns. Like that, we have actually explored the variable length arrays. So today, next topic, what we discuss is, it is related to collections framework. Okay, we have here collections framework. So in the collections framework, we have collections. Similarly, we have here algorithms. And we have here interfaces. The three things are available in the collections framework. So collections related classes you have, collections classes, then algorithms, and other thing is interfaces you find in the collections framework. Okay. So collection is basically group of objects we are putting together that can be called as collection. Okay. Group of objects we put together that can be called as collection. Collections are basically nothing but here they are arrays whose size can grow or shrink dynamically. But they hold only reference type of data. They do not hold primitive type of data. If you try to assign primitive type to the collections, what happens? Automatically, the primitive type is going to be converted to reference type. That concept is called as boxing. Okay. Similarly, from the collections, when you try to retrieve a primitive type of data, that is called as unboxing. Okay, one is boxing, other one is unboxing. So from primitive type to object type or reference type, when you convert, it is called as boxing. Okay, when you take a reference type and when you try to convert to primitive type, it's called as unboxing. Okay, so in the collections framework, these collection classes can hold only the reference type of data. They cannot hold primitive type of data. Okay, the four important collection related classes are, first thing is array list. Second thing is for us, array list we have. Second thing is going to be for us list class. Then we have hash table. And next thing is here dictionary. So these are four important classes. Apart from this, we have many other classes as well in the collections framework. But these are going to be very, very important classes. Okay, so these are actually few important classes. They are array list, list, hash table, and other thing is dictionary. Okay, so these are the few collection related classes we are going to use. Okay, now let us try to create a new class in which we have a main method. Here I try to demonstrate the collections. So just go to view, click on the solution explorer, then here add another class to this. Class, then here it is. We try to write this as collections example. Okay, by default, the collections are added here for us. And again, collections can be generic and non-generic. Some classes can be non-generic and some classes can be generic classes. First, let us try to do with the the array list. So here go with the public, then here try to implement a main method. Public, then static, followed by void, here main, main, this is string args. Okay, here, let us try to create here array list. So array list is part of actually system.collections. Here go with the array list. It is available, array list class is available. Okay, take this, then write here ARR object list, this equal to new array list. The specialty of array list is it can contain any type of object. You can add any type of object to array list. It doesn't have any type safety. There is no type safety in the case of array list. Whatever type of object you want to add to this, you can add. Okay, it can hold any type of object. It is something similar to array. This is a dynamic array whose size can grow or shrink. That means you can add more elements to existing array list object, or you can remove the existing one. You can remove or you can add here. Okay, dynamically it can go, it can grow, or it can shrink. So this is array list object. Initially, its size is here 0. Let us try to print console.writeLine. Here, number of elements. Okay, number of elements equal to, here we go with the 0. Then here, just write ARR object list. Then dot followed by here count. There is a method called count. With the help of that, we can actually here print how many elements are in this. So initially, how much it should print for us? It should print 0. Initially, this must be 0 for us. Go to this, then here, make this class as the starting point of the application. So here we need to go and we need to specify here starting method. Okay, then here it is correction example. We take and run this. When you run here, it should print 0 initially. Number of objects or number of elements are going to be 0. We need to get that message here. So it says number of elements equal to 0. Initially, there are no elements. Okay. So what it means here, right now we created a list which is containing here 0 elements or no elements are added to that. Now let us try to add new element to this. We go like this here, followed by dot. We can go here with add and try to add, in this case, another object. Like here, I want to add date time dot now. I can be adding here current date and time. So after this, what happens? See here. Try to print here again. So this time we should print for us the count as 1. Initially it is 0, then it should say elements, how much it is? 1. Number of elements are going to be 1 now in this example here. Initially the list was empty, but once you add it here, an object is available. What type of object that is? Datetime object. Okay. Similarly, I would like to go here with the string object. Next, what I add in this case, I would like to add here a string object in this. Okay, I want to add here a string object in this. Okay, so what I do here, I can add now ARR object list dot add, followed by here, I would like to add here a new string, or else, okay, I can write here new string, followed by here welcome. I have added here a string object. I added here a new string object in this. Similarly, this time I would like to add a number. Okay, I just want to put here some 100. 100 is what type of data? Primitive type of data. Okay, 100 is here primitive type of data. But what happens? Let us see. So here we go with the true value. We go here with the true value. So we added here total. Once again, let us add in this case 100.45 F. Means floating type of data we are adding. Similarly, when we come here and add, okay, I just want to here add 4545. This is going to be float type of data, and this is here double type of data. Now, when you see here, what happens? It is going to be showing us count as how much it is. It is going to be 6 elements it has to show us, because these 5 we are adding, and prior to that we added date time. So total number of elements must be 6 in this now. Let us try to run this, and after that let us see how many elements are added. Okay, 5 more elements are added. Okay, 5 more elements have been added now in this example. 5 more are added for us. Okay, next one. Now let us try to find the type of data available in this particular array object list. Here we go with the for each loop. where O in ARR object list. Here write console dot write line. Go with the O dot. I want to get the type here. Get type followed by here. Okay, get type. I want to take here followed by full name. I would like to take here. Okay. Similarly, I want to print this one. So here, just go with the 0 followed by here 1. Then here, I want to print O dot to string. I want to convert to string and I want to print that particular thing there. So it should retrieve one by one. It should print their types. So before we check, here we are adding the data time. Here we are adding the string. Here we are adding the number 100. Here we are adding true or false value. Here we are adding actually floating data. And here we are adding double type of data. And after that, we are printing here how many elements are in that. Now just start debugging here. Okay, so what it says here, very first one, system.date time. Okay, and when it is welcome, it is a string. But when you go with the 100, it is saying system.int32. When it is true, system.boolean. When it is actually 45, system.single. And this is here system.double. Okay, it is actually showing like them the classes. It is showing something like a class, something like class for us. Okay, so now here, what I do in this case, okay, here, okay, so here it is O dot toString, O dot get type dot full name. Okay, so here now I declare float F, okay, double D, then int, here it is some I. Like this, I take. So in this for loop, I want to put here one condition. That condition is, I can go here with the O dot get type dot name equal to, if it is int32, in such cases, I write I equal to O. I'm just trying to assign in that case. But what happens here in this case, it will not be getting converted automatically. O dot, I cannot go with the toString here because O is object type, I is here integer type of data. Okay, so here I can go with the int. Like this forcefully, I am converting there. Similarly, so if it is single, then in such cases, I should go with the float. It is nothing but F followed by here, I should go with the float. Okay, if it is double, if it is double, so in such cases, you can write here else if. Okay, else if, like this we take. In such cases, we need to take D here, D equal to, we try to write here double and try to assign the data. Okay, we are getting data like this. So here come to this point, then here itself what we do. Okay, if it is this one, let us try to print here what type of data this is. Right, console dot write line. Okay. Integer type is integer type, followed by here 0 we put, then we'll type here I dot. Okay, you have here get type followed by dot name. We try to print that way. Okay, let us check for integer first of all. What we get now, let us see in this. Okay, so what it is printing for us? Is it printing anything? Integer type int 32, it is saying here. It is saying it as int 32. Okay, otherwise, if we go here with the type of I, let us try to print here type of I here. Okay, so what happens here? Type of here it can't be null. Let us put here a question mark and see. It will not work here. Okay, otherwise, here when you declare a nullable type, let us declare. Like this, you can declare here a nullable type, even it can accept null values. If you declare something like this. Now here go with I and try to see. Still it is giving error for us. Okay, it is actually giving error for us. So with type of we cannot get anything. Then here I dot. Okay, with get type only should be getting it. Get type dot. You can go here with the name only. Okay, but this is basically primitive type of data. When you go here and this is value type, whenever you take data from that and when you try to convert here, what is happening in this case? It's becoming here in this case, here value type. This is called as, we can call this as actually unboxing. There are two features. One is boxing, other one is unboxing. So here what is happening? 100 is getting converted to integer type of object. Whereas here what is happening? We are taking integer data and converting into here I. Now what we get here in this case is it is a structure. This time what we get is structure. Okay, can we find whether it is a structure or not? Let us see. Dot is, okay, is we take and try to find here in this is class. Okay, whether it's a class or not, we try to find here. Whether this is a class or not, we can find here in this example. Start debugging. So what it says here, it is saying a false kind of thing. It is nothing but false. Okay, it is false here. Whereas if you go here with the else, okay, here we go with the else, then try to print in this. Console dot write line here. I dot, not I this time, it is here. O dot get type is class. Whether this is a class or not. Whether that is a class or not, we should print here. If it is integer, also we are printing. Here also, let us see. Okay, we try to print this one here again. but this time we need to put this as here f dot get type. And here also we try to make this. Okay, then here we write this one as, it is not integer type, it is float type. I should write here float type. Okay, I should write this as here float type. In double quotes, I should specify, and this is int type. Int type. Okay, and this is double type. And here I go with the d dot get type is class. So with the integer type, similarly with the float type of data, and with the double type of data, let us see what it prints for us. Even we have a date time, but in the case of date time, what happens? Let us see. Start debugging. Okay, so what it says, float type is false, double type is also false here, object type also sometimes it's false, not always, sometimes that is going to be false, but not every time that is. Here it says object type true, object type false here. Okay, whenever it is date time, in such cases that becomes false. But if you go with the string type of data, then in such cases you can get it. So object type, here what I write is object type equal to, we go here with the 0, then write is class. Okay, here what I do in such cases, I can print here dot followed by name. Then let us put comma and C. In such cases, you can print exactly whether that is a class or not. Okay. So here object type equal to string is class. Is class, what it is printing here? It cannot true or false, it has to print for us. This must be 1 because since I have given only 0, it's printing like that. I should go with the 1. Then in such cases, I'll get the correct result. Now you can see object type date time is class false. This is okay because date time is a structure. It's not class. It's a simple type. Welcome here system.string object type equal to string is class true. This is a class. It's nothing but class. When you go here with the 100 system int 32, it is int type, it is false. Then you have gone with the true system.boolean object type equal to boolean is class false again. Boolean type of data is also not a class type. When you go with the single, this is also false. When you go with the double, it's also false. So like this, certain data is going to be for us reference type and certain type is going to be here value type. So whenever you retrieve correction, in such case, it is going to be, if it is primitive type of data, it gets converted back to primitive type. So that concept is called as unboxing. There is a feature called boxing and unboxing. Whenever you try to add to the array list, in such case, this gets converted to object type or reference type. But when you retrieve, in such case, it becomes actually again value type. So that concept is called as unboxing. Okay, there are two features in this. One is boxing, other one is here unboxing. Okay, boxing and unboxing, those two things we use here in this. And this is what here array list. Array list can contain actually different types of objects inside this. Okay, it can here hold different types of objects. It is aggregate heterogeneous type of data, and this is a array. Here its size is not fixed, the size can grow or size can shrink. So whenever you talk about array list, the size of this can grow or it can shrink. Okay, so this is array list, and here we're adding data dynamically. Now suppose you want to remove any data from this. You can remove any data, all data also you can remove sometimes. If you want to remove all the data, you can remove, and let us see how it is going to be getting removed here. ARR object list. Okay, here dot followed by, you can go here with the clear. With the help of this, you are going to be clearing all the data from this. Then let us try to print here again how many elements are in this. Okay, how much data is available in this? Let us try to print. So it should give us 0 at the end. Here write console dot write line after removing all elements. After removing all elements. So the count is how much here? Number of elements are here. This must be 0 for us. Let us try to execute again this one. It is printing at the end number of elements equal to 0 for us. Okay, so with the help of clear, you can remove all the elements. If you want to remove all the elements from that, you can actually use the clear method. With the help of that, you can remove. Or else, if you want to remove a particular element from that, dot followed by here, you have here a method called remove. You have here remove. Okay, you have remove it, remove range, you have all the things in this. So let us go here with the remove it. I want to remove at the position like third position. I want to remove. Remove at 3. Remove at 3, I'm saying. So in such cases now, again, it should say after removing an element. It should say in this case 5 now, because earlier we had 6 elements. Now you should have actually here 5 elements. So using here remove method, we are removing an element. Earlier there were 6 elements. With the help of remove method, we are removing an element from that. So how many elements you have now? Just 5 elements only we have. So using remove it, I have removed from the which position? It is actually 4th position. 0, 1, 2, 3. So this is going to be 4th position. So what do we have in the 4th position? Let us see. Very first thing is here. Okay, datetime dot now. Second thing is here welcome. Third one is what here 100, and 4th one is here true. So this time you'll not get actually Boolean data. Again, if you take this one and try to print here data, so in such case what happens? This time you'll not be finding any Boolean type of data in that. You don't find any Boolean type of data in such cases now. Okay, so we put something like this. Then after that, once again, let us try to print here. So this time we should not find any Boolean data in that, because 4th element we have removed from the list. If you compare here on the top of int, you had Boolean type of data. Here nowhere you can find the Boolean type of data in this. So what happened therefore here? We have removed the Boolean data from the given array list. So using remove it. So using it remove it, we have actually removed it. Okay, with the help of that, we could actually remove it. Okay, so what is happening in this case now here? We are able to remove from the 4th position the Boolean type of data. We could remove the Boolean type of data from the 4th position. So using remove it, we have done that. Okay. So next thing, this is what exactly array list. Okay. So instead of removing the third position, here I would like to remove which element from this. I want to remove here this 100.45F I would like to remove here. So just go here, ARR object list followed by dot here, remove, I can use here remove, then followed by here, I can go with the, what was the value I had in that case, 100.4545F, I think, 100.45F. Okay, so here I put 100.45F. This I would like to remove from the, okay, array list. So if you look at this, here you had float type of data, single type of data we had. Now this will not be available. So it will be getting removed from the array list. Try to run now. Here this time you find the Boolean type of data. Okay, but you will not find here that particular float type of data. Float is basically alias for the system.single. So system.single is actually CTS, common type system, available with the .NET Core. So the same type is available among number of languages like VB.NET, F#, as well as C#, even in the C++ we can use. We know that .NET supports multiple languages. We use C#, we use here like VB.NET, we use F#, we can use C++. All these languages are supported by .NET Core. By using any of the languages, you can actually develop required .NET applications. Be it a web application or desktop application or a console application, whatever it is, you can develop using any of these languages. You can target .NET framework. Okay, so here using remove method, we could remove that particular element. So this one is what basically array list. Okay, array list is one of the collection classes. It's one of the collection classes. After removing them, what I do, so here I just want to ARR object list dot followed by here, I would like to go with the sort. Okay, just trying to sort them here. What happens? Let us see now in this. When I try to sort, what happens? Let us try to see the result in this. It gives error here, because you cannot compare two elements in this. One is what? Date type data, other one is string type of data, next one is numeric type of data, Boolean type of data. So therefore, sorting we cannot do in such cases. But if you want to reverse, you can actually reverse it. Okay, we can actually reverse them. When you reverse, what happens? See in this. Number of elements will not change, but elements, how they are arranged, see. Earlier, in the last position, we had double type of data. If you see in the last position, that is. But now, this is the first position. That means last has come first and first has become here last with the help of the reverse operation. We could reverse elements in the given array list with the help of the reverse method. Okay, so this is what basically array list. So using array list, you can add, this is nothing but a collection. You can add any type of data to the array list object. Then after that, you can delete data from that. Okay, you can add new data, you can insert data into that, you can count it, you can reverse. Whatever you want to do, you can do with the array list here. So this array list can shrink or it can grow. Okay, dynamically the size can be decreased or increased. But with normal arrays, it's not possible. Once you declare the type, always you need to have here same size in the case of normal arrays. But these are dynamic arrays. Next thing is this is what it can hold any type of data. Okay, it can hold any type of data. Okay, so this is what here array list, one of the important collection classes. But there is no type safety in the case of array list. We don't have any type safety in the array list because it can hold any type of data. And this is here non-generic, this is not generic. Okay, it's not actually generic, it is actually non-generic here. So we added here different types of data to the array list. Okay,